Bueno, la mina de Cajamarca es la mina de oro más grande de América
The
Latina.
Cajamarca mine is the largest gold mine in Latin America. To mine the gold, 600,000 tons of rock are dug up there every day. The mine brings in immense profits, but only 1% of the revenue remains in this area. They're destroying the mountains, polluting the water, and violating the community's rights.
Minera Yanacocha está muy cerca.
The Yanacocha mine is near our homes, and that causes problems. They look for gold across millions of square meters there. Millions of cubic meters of dirt are dug up, and that creates a lot of problems for us and everything else that lives here.
Y eso causa un problema grave acá nosotros con todo ser viviente en esta tierra.
Yanacocha solo nos utiliza cuando estamos sanos.
Yanacocha only uses us as long as we're healthy. As soon as we get sick from the Yanacocha mine, they want to get rid of us. They just throw us out.
Como a cualquier cosa.
Y ellos son los que imponen sus leyes acá.
They're the ones who make the laws. There's no other law here except for theirs, the law of the strong. Tractors turn over every square meter of earth. We're in the north of Peru, near the city of Cajamarca. Yanacocha, Latin America's largest gold mine and one of the most productive in the world, is located here. For the past 15 years, entire mountains have been carried away in order to remove the valuable metal from the earth with the help of cyanide. A highly toxic procedure is used which affects the soil and the groundwater. This method has been banned in many countries. For the farmers who live near the mine, it's a constant threat to their very livelihood. Miguel Garcia Hernandez was born in the region and has always lived here. Today, he is trimming trees on his property together with his son Alex. He had planted the trees to prevent the mine from expanding. Other family members are tending to the cows. The family makes their living by selling the milk. The mine is constantly in view for Miguel and his family. On clear days, it nearly seems that they can reach out and touch the dusty mountains of cyanide from here. But even though the farmers don't like the view of the destroyed mountains, they have more tangible problems to worry about.
La mina nos causa problemas graves. Primero es en el agua.
The mine causes us serious problems. First of all, in the water. Secondly, it stirs up a lot of dust during the dry season. That's the worst. And then there's the social situation. The people are divided, and they try to get us to fight against each other. Those are three very complicated problems that they cause here. Problems for the environment and for everything that lives in this region. The wells are contaminated, and more livestock are dying, and we get sick more easily. If we went near the Yanacocha area, we wouldn't let the animals drink anything, because the water there is polluted. Sometimes it looks a bit green or yellow, and it can be harmful to the animals that drink it.
A veces verde o amarillo.
They could die immediately.
Al animal que lo tome le causa daño o la muerte al instante, ¿no?
I was born here and belong here. My parents lived here, and today I live here with my children. Without much, but we get by. My sister and brother-in-law sold their land for 2,000 soles and moved to Cajamarca. But since that's not a lot of money, they can't live from it in the city, and they're very poor.
No es para que puedan sobrevivir en una ciudad, entonces pues automáticamente ellos están mal, ¿no? Muy pobres.
I'm not willing to sell my land. I was born here and I live here, without luxuries, but quietly with my children and my family.
Claro que no con comodidades, pero vivo tranquilo con mis hijos y mi familia, ¿no?
Those who run the mine accuse me of being against development and against the mine. For me, and I think for about 95% of people, development means planting plants. Development is our livestock, our agriculture. That lasts forever, and we will pass it on to our descendants.
Desarrollo es sembrar plantas. Desarrollo es nuestra ganadería, nuestra agricultura. Eso es eterno y se deja para nuestra futura descendencia, ¿no? Que si ellos lo que les
But they're
interesa
only
es
interested in
solo
gold.
se acabó, ¿no?
I just want gold and that's it. Or making a profit. I don't know what else they're going to get out of the mine, but that's it. They don't care about the water or the cattle. They destroy the plants, and that doesn't interest them at all.
Ganadería, aunque destruyen plantas, eso no les interesa, nada, ¿no? Yo no lo tomaría tanto por miedo, ¿no? Porque yo la verdad que estoy decidido a todo.
I'm not afraid of them. I'm ready for anything. We all have to die sometime, but for different reasons. I'm not afraid of these people. I only fear God.
No lo tendría, ¿no? Miedo sí lo tengo a Dios, señorita.
Catholic priest Marco Arana has worked with the farmers here for years. The Yanacocha mine is the source of social conflict in the city and the region. The church has to take a position. "42-year-old Marco Arana has been involved with environmental and human rights issues since he became a priest. For him, these topics don't contradict his spiritual responsibilities as a priest, but are a practical way to apply them. And the farmers are desperately in need of support. Sometimes it's about more than the land. It's a matter of life and death. Like when the farmers don't want to sell their land to the mining company, but are forced to. Marco Arana and a staff member from the German aid organization Miserio are visiting Edmundo Becerra Cotrina's family. The 42-year-old farmer led other farmers in a conflict with the mining company over a lagoon region. On November the 1st, 2006, he was brutally killed near his home by assassins who shot him 17 times. Marco Arana visits the mourning family. Edmundo was not the first victim in the conflict between the farmers and the powerful mining company. His sister witnessed the murder firsthand. She has received death threats herself.
Que se acercaban a él. Entonces yo me paré para mirar y venían más paso largo ya.
Two suspicious-looking men came. They got closer to my brother. I saw them coming. The one with the red poncho gave him his hand, and the one with the blue poncho shot him twice. After the second shot, my brother fell to the ground. While he was lying there, they shot him again as they were going away, one from the left, the other from the right. They looked at my brother as they were shooting him. Her family still hasn't sold the land to the mining company, in part thanks to the support of Marco Arana and the farmers' organization.
Siento una mezcla de tristeza, pero también de...
I feel a mix of sadness and disgust, because I've known Edmundo for many years and I know that his education cost the family a lot of money. The majority of the population here only completes primary school, and nearly all the women are illiterate. The family went to a lot of trouble to give Edmundo an education so that he could help not only his family but the entire village. One of the reasons Edmundo was able to stand up to the mining company was that he could read. By killing him, it's like they've destroyed a treasure in this community. That disgusts me.
Y que asesinen a esta persona es como asesinar a un tesoro dentro de la comunidad, ¿no? De indignación.
Edmundo's murderer was killed shortly after in a contentious police raid. It remains unknown who paid the assassins. But there are rumors that the mining company is behind the murder. Edmundo's house and fields have been vacated. His wife and children live with relatives. A few neglected toys lie around. The mining company likes to give toy tractors to the kids at Christmas time. The basic right to water, the basic right to land and food has to be respected, even though the people who live here are poor farmers. If wealthy people live here who own huge plots of land, then the discussion will be completely different, and that's not acceptable.